As of this video's writing, June 3, 2021, we are suffering from this pandemic for almost more than 1 year. Since the initial public reports of the novel coronavirus on December 31, 2019 at Wuhan, we have had over 15,780,510 active cases. While recoveries are still vastly outnumbering the deaths, the disease has already caused massive changes to our lives and society.
Previously, scientists and epidemiologists estimated that it could take as long as 18 months, or potentially even more, to develop and distribute workable vaccine. However, we always say to hope for the best. It can be more wise to plan for the worst-case scenario. So what if the pandemic does continue as it does now for more 18 months, or who knows, even beyond? While the numbers of cases are increasing day by day, we can look up to the experts and their predictions for how things will look like for 18 months or beyond case. But keep in mind, the best way to avoid the effect of the coronavirus is to avoid catching it in the first place. But after first official death and after drawing all connections, the Chinese government put a ban on the Wuhan exotic meat market. In order to this main social distancing, stay indoors, wash your hands regularly and don't touch your face.
We previously mentioned that coronavirus originated from Wuhan on December of 2019.
But by then it was already too late. By January 20, 2020, COVID-19 has already gained its international status. Because of increasing number of cases and skyrocketing COVID deaths, countries have ramped up their quarantine and safety measures across the planet. On March 17 of 2020, a secret government file got leaked which states that the pandemic may stay for as long as 18 months or beyond and come in multiple waves. This brings us to the present. Although the spread of the virus is rapid, some government measures have slowed the transmission slightly, but where can we expect to see us from here? We have already seen global events getting cancelled, schools getting closed, as well as public places like bar, restaurants and theaters, and these protocols or trends are going to continue and affect every facets of our lives, like from food to entertainment. Entertainment will become more digital, like streaming, video games, and movies will stop their theatrical releases and will rely on VOD releasing like Wonder Woman 84. But making movies or TV series comes with huge risks as it involves working in close proximity. So unfortunately you may have to rewatch old shows for a long time. Luckily, many content creators like this show are less likely to get affected as they have smaller teams, so there will be plenty of more videos to keep you engaged throughout this lockdown or quarantine. The national debt is also likely to rise. Close down of schools and cancellation of higher level exams over the next 18 months will cause huge disruption of educational system. But worry not, as classes will be continued using online services which have become famous as of late. Writer Gideon Litchfield posits that following businesses will be affected the most because of social distancing are bars, theaters, shopping malls, restaurants, gyms, sports, etc. Huge losses to these businesses are likely to affect the economy on fundamental level, which has been named as shut-in economy. There will be sudden reduction of carbon emissions because we will be working at home. Many theorists believe that there is only one way to manage future pandemics, which is to develop better healthcare systems and better technology to predict, detect and treat the disease before it becomes pandemic. There will shortage of supplies because of rampant panic buying across the globe, and this will affect a person in genuine need. This shortage of supplies can also cause widespread riots and civil unrest, which can also accelerate the spread of this virus. The New York Times suggests that if things go badly in this lockdown period, then there can be a lot of people infected with COVID-19, causing a huge number of deaths estimated. Ironically, stretching the lockdown over a protracted period of time has its own benefits, such as 18 months could bode well for society. Like you may have heard the phrase flattening the curve. Essentially, large portion of the globe is already infected with COVID-19 no matter what we do. Social distancing decreases the spread of the virus, which will enable the healthcare system to support smaller number of patients over long period of time. If the number of cases increase massively over a short period of time, then technically the pandemic will end earlier, but it will overwhelm the hospitals and there will be larger death toll. It may sound weird, but the longer the disease lasts, the better off people involved will be, because it will give extra time to scientists to develop better vaccines or enhance the existing ones. The fact is, whole world is united in fighting the same threat, which is COVID-19 virus. Everyone in the world has responsibilities to reduce the spread by maintaining social distance, hygiene, staying informed through reliable sources, like World Health Organization. While scenarios like 18-month pandemic are frightening, all we can do is be responsible and work together in fighting this deadly virus. Thank you for watching this episode of Infographics Show with Sam.